Welcome to St. John's 2-Year Bible Reading Program. Father Dominic invites you to explore the entire Bible through daily readings from both the Old and New Testaments. Each session concludes with a reflective question and with a reflective reply provided at the beginning of the next day's reading. Enjoy the journey, and may God bless you.
If God's timing differs from ours, how should we respond to the question, "How long, Lord?" in today's world? In Psalm 89, the cry, "How long, Lord?" reflects the human struggle to wait for divine intervention. When God's timing doesn't match ours, it's okay to express our frustrations and worries while also holding on to steadfast faith. We can share our frustrations with God and remember His past faithfulness. This honest dialogue helps us build a closer relationship with Him. Additionally, we should find comfort in Scripture and community, drawing strength from shared experiences. Embracing hope during the waiting period is essential. It helps us grow spiritually and trust in God's perfect timing. Ultimately, we learn to rely on His wisdom, trusting that He is working for our ultimate good. What lessons can Paul teach us about using social privileges to serve God's purpose? In Acts of the Apostles, chapter 22, verses 22 through 30, Paul uses his Roman citizenship as a social privilege to protect himself and further God's plan. When he faces hostility, he claims his rights to avoid unjust punishment, reminding us that our own social status can be used for meaningful purposes. This encourages us to see that our privileges, whether social, educational, or economic, are tools to seek justice and support God's mission. Paul's example inspires us to recognize and use our resources wisely, not for personal gain, but to promote righteousness and defend the vulnerable. When we align our privileges with God's plan for us, we can make a positive impact in our communities and beyond. Day number 370. A reading from the book of Psalms, chapters 90 and 91. A prayer of Moses, the man of God. Lord, you have been our refuge through all generations. Before the mountains were born, the earth and the world brought forth. From eternity to eternity, you are God. You turn humanity back into dust, saying, "Return, you children of Adam." 1,000 years in your eyes are merely a day gone by. Before a watch passes in the night, you wash them away. They sleep, and in the morning they sprout again like an herb. In the morning it blooms only to pass away. In the evening it is wilted and withered. Truly we are consumed by your anger, filled with terror by your wrath. You have kept our faults before you, our hidden sins in the light of your face. Our life ebbs away under your wrath, our years end like a sigh. 70 is the sum of our years, or 80 if we are strong. Most of them are toil and sorrow. They pass quickly, and we are gone. Who comprehends the strength of your anger? Your wrath matches the fear it inspires. Teach us to count our days aright, that we may gain wisdom of heart. Relent, O Lord, how long? Have pity on your servants. Fill us at daybreak with your mercy, that all our days we may sing for joy. Make us glad as many days as you humbled us, for as many years as we have seen trouble. Show your deeds to your servants, your glory to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God be ours. Prosper the work of our hands. Prosper the work of our hands. You who dwell in the shelter of the Most High, who abide in the shade of the Almighty, say to the Lord, my refuge and fortress, my God in whom I trust. He will rescue you from the fowler's snare, from the destroying plague. He will shelter you with his pinions, and under his wings you may take refuge. His faithfulness is a protecting shield. You shall not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that roams in darkness, nor the plague that ravages at noon. Though 1,000 fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, near you it shall not come. You need simply watch. The punishment of the wicked you will see, because you have the Lord for your refuge and have made the Most High your stronghold. No evil shall befall you, no affliction come near your tent. For he commands his angels with regard to you, to guard you wherever you go. With their hands they shall support you, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You can tread upon the asp and the viper, trample the lion and the dragon. Because he clings to me, I will deliver him. Because he knows my name, I will set him on high. He will call upon me and I will answer. I will be with him in distress. I will deliver him and give him honor. With length of days I will satisfy him and fill him with my saving power. What is the significance of dwell in the shelter of the Most High in our daily lives? Day number 370. A reading from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 23, verses 1 through 11. Paul looked intently at the Sanhedrin and said, My brothers, I have conducted myself with a perfectly clear conscience before God to this day. The high priest Ananias ordered his attendants to strike his mouth. Then Paul said to him, God will strike you, you whitewashed wall. Do you indeed sit in judgment upon me according to the law, and yet in violation of the law order me to be struck? The attendants said, Would you revile God's high priest? Paul answered, Brothers, I did not realize he was the high priest, for it is written, You shall not curse a ruler of your people. Paul was aware that some were Sadducees and some Pharisees. So he called out before the Sanhedrin, My brothers, I am a Pharisee, the son of Pharisees. I am on trial for hope in the resurrection of the dead. When he said this, a dispute broke out between the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and the group became divided. For the Sadducees say that there is no resurrection or angels or spirits, while the Pharisees acknowledge all three. A great uproar occurred, and some scribes belonging to the Pharisee party stood up and sharply argued, We find nothing wrong with this man. Suppose a spirit or an angel has spoken to him. The dispute was so serious that the commander, afraid that Paul would be torn to pieces by them, ordered his troops to go down and rescue him from their midst and take him into the compound. The following night the Lord stood by him and said, Take courage, for just as you have borne witness to my cause in Jerusalem, you must also bear witness in Rome. How does Paul's courage in facing the Sanhedrin inspire us to remain strong in faith during challenges?